Good morning, Brisbane City Council members and planning team. My name is Zhenru. Thank you for the opportunity to present today. As we know, Brisbane is on a transformative journey as we prepare to host the 2032 Olympic and Paralympic Games. This upcoming event is a tremendous opportunity, not only to showcase our city on the global stage, but also to create a lasting legacy for our community, particularly for our youth. An essential part of this legacy is the availability and quality of our green and blue spaces. Today, I will focus on how these natural areas, parks, riverfronts, green corridors, and other accessible outdoor spaces play a critical role in supporting the health and well-being of our young people. Research demonstrates that access to nature provides measurable mental and physical health benefits, from reducing stress and anxiety to encouraging active lifestyles and fostering social bonds. For our youth, especially in an increasingly urbanized environment, these spaces offer a place to grow, play, and connect with the world around them. With the Olympics on the horizon, we have a unique chance to enhance Brisbane's green and blue infrastructure to support our young residents well into the future. By prioritizing these spaces in our Olympic planning, we can help create a legacy of health, inclusion, and resilience that reflects Brisbane's commitment to its future generations. Today, I will share research-based insights and actionable recommendations on how we can make green and blue spaces a cornerstone of Brisbane's urban planning, building a healthier, more connected environment for our city's youth. Before we dive into the details, let's take a quick look at the key sections in the poster that will guide our discussion. First, we have the introduction and purpose, which explores the transformative opportunity the 2032 Olympics presents and emphasizes the role that green and blue spaces play in creating a lasting legacy, especially for Brisbane's youth. Next, understanding green and blue spaces defines these areas in depth, highlighting parks, riverfronts, gardens, and other natural environments that contribute significantly to public health and social cohesion. In research insights on health and well-being, we provide data-driven evidence of the physical, mental, and social benefits of these spaces, based on an extensive umbrella review of 88 systematic reviews. We then examine case studies from past Olympic cities, with successful examples from cities like London and Barcelona, which used the Olympics to enhance their green and blue spaces, delivering lasting benefits to their communities. Challenges and solutions for Brisbane discusses potential obstacles such as equitable access and funding, and proposes practical solutions like youth-centric planning and partnerships to address these issues effectively. Finally, policy recommendations outline specific steps to ensure Brisbane's green and blue spaces contribute to a sustainable, youth-focused Olympic legacy. This overview sets the foundation for our presentation as we explore each of these areas in depth. Let's start with why green and blue spaces are so essential. Our research conducted an umbrella review that included systematic reviews and meta-analysis, providing a comprehensive foundation for understanding the benefits of these spaces. A systematic review is an in-depth analysis that synthesizes findings from multiple studies on a specific question, providing conclusions based on a large evidence-based pool of research. Sometimes, systematic reviews also include a meta-analysis, which statistically combines data from the studies to quantify overall effects. In contrast, an umbrella review looks across multiple systematic reviews, enabling us to detect broader patterns and overarching insights that may not be visible when examining individual studies alone. Given the existing body of mixed evidence on green and blue spaces, with findings that are often inconsistent or limited in scope, an umbrella review allows for a more comprehensive synthesis, This approach offers a clearer understanding of the overall effects of green and blue spaces on health outcomes, revealing consistent patterns that inform our recommendations. Through this umbrella review, which synthesized findings from 88 systematic reviews, we confirmed that green and blue spaces play a significant role in promoting both mental and physical well-being, especially for young people. Parks, green corridors, and riverfronts serve as essential supports for health, emotional resilience, and social cohesion. For example, as shown in Figure 1, the data shows that access to green spaces can increase physical fitness by 58% and reduce obesity by 22%. Additionally, green spaces contribute to mental health, reducing stress by 30% and anxiety by 20%. Blue spaces like Brisbane's riverfront further enhance emotional resilience, contributing to a 15% improvement in emotional regulation. Imagine the cumulative impact of these benefits if we strategically invest in expanding and improving these areas. This is our chance to turn Brisbane's green and blue spaces into health-supportive environments that benefit our young residents for generations. We don't need to start from scratch to realize the full potential of green and blue spaces in Olympic planning. Many cities have successfully incorporated these spaces into their Olympic legacies, providing valuable models for Brisbane. Consider London's Queen Elizabeth Olympic Park. This project transformed an industrial zone into a vibrant, multifunctional green space that now supports recreational activities, community events, and ecological diversity. Since its creation, the park has contributed to a 15% increase in local physical activity levels and a significant boost in community cohesion. Similarly, Barcelona's 1992 Olympic redevelopment revitalized its waterfront, transforming previously inaccessible areas into welcoming public spaces. This redevelopment led to a 20% increase in tourism and social engagement, highlighting how investments in blue spaces provide both social and economic benefits. These examples show how Brisbane too can integrate strategies that foster mental health, physical activity, and community resilience. By learning from these success stories, we can plan spaces that will serve Brisbane's community long after the Olympic events are over. Creating accessible green and blue spaces in an urban environment that present challenges, including equitable access, sustainable funding, and urban planning constraints. However, there are solutions that enable us to address these obstacles while maximizing benefits for our community. One key strategy is youth-centric planning. By designating specific areas with youth-friendly amenities that promote social connection, physical activity, and accessibility, we ensure that these spaces meet the needs of our younger residents. Another important solution is public-private partnerships. Through collaboration with private investors and nonprofits, we can co-fund youth-focused projects, providing sustainable financial support for these spaces. Lastly, youth involvement in the design process through workshops and advisory panels helps tailor these spaces to their needs while fostering a sense of ownership and community pride. With these strategies, we can overcome potential obstacles while creating green and blue spaces that are accessible, sustainable, and meaningful to Brisbane's future generations. Now, I'd like to share some targeted policy recommendations that align with these strategies, ensuring our vision is actionable. The Green Pathway Initiative proposes interconnected, youth-friendly pathways linking parks, riverfronts, and recreational areas throughout Brisbane. By incorporating features like outdoor gyms, skate parks, and play zones, we can create safe, accessible spaces that encourage active and social lifestyles for young people. To foster a deeper connection to these spaces, youth engagement programs can offer recreational, educational, and environmental activities that resonate with young people. Equitable access measures focus on underserved neighborhoods, ensuring that all youths have safe, convenient access to high-quality green and blue spaces. Additionally, public-private partnerships can secure funding for engaging recreational areas like adventure playgrounds and interactive installations, enhancing youth engagement in these spaces. Finally, sustainability and maintenance programs can empower young residents as stewards of these spaces, building environmental responsibility while ensuring these areas are well maintained. These policy recommendations offer a framework for creating green and blue spaces that are engaging, accessible, and built to last. In conclusion, the 2032 Olympics offer us a real chance to build a legacy that extends far beyond a single event. By prioritizing green and blue spaces in our urban planning, we are making an investment in a Brisbane that is resilient, inclusive, and forward-thinking. These spaces represent more than just recreational areas. They are vital assets that promote health, foster social cohesion, and inspire environmental stewardship. Imagine a Brisbane where every young person, regardless of background, has access to safe and welcoming natural spaces, a city that encourages health, builds community bonds, and strengthens our connection to the environment. This is our vision, a Brisbane that will flourish for decades to come, where the impact of our efforts today will echo far beyond 2032, establishing a legacy of health, resilience, and pride for our city. Thank you again for your time and consideration. I look forward to collaborating with all of you to turn this vision into reality and create a Brisbane that future generations can cherish and proudly call their own. I hope you enjoyed my poster presentation and found it inspiring. Thank you once again for your attention. I'm excited to answer any questions and discuss how we can bring this vision to life together, building a thriving, resilient Brisbane for future generations. Thank you.